Hello there, this is Landon, also known as optimumforge. Today I'll be giving you a brief but informative tutorial on the creation and maintenance of a Minecraft multiplayer server. Yes, this tutorial does work for beta versions of the game, so don't worry about that. Essentially, if you're at all partway savvy with computers and gaming in general, then you should have no problem setting up your server and playing with your friends in just a matter of minutes. Even if you're not that technically savvy, this tutorial could help you out a great deal in the process. On screen and in the description you'll see a list of items you'll need. These include a legitimate copy of Minecraft, I don't support torrenters, the multiplayer server software for Minecraft, and a computer with an internet connection. Wireless or wired will do fine. This whole process should take no more than 15 minutes, so let's get started. Start by clicking on the Windows icon on your desktop and clicking on the search bar. In here you'll type cmd.exe. This is also known as the command console for your Windows computer. Go ahead and click on the result. The command line should come up on screen. If you're freaking out at this point and have no idea what you're getting into, don't worry. What we're doing won't damage your computer so long as you don't begin randomly entering commands that I don't tell you to. So go ahead and type in ipconfig and hit enter. A paragraph of options will come up showcasing a lot of details and numbers. What we're interested in, however, is the IPv4 address. Do not get this confused with the IPv6 address, which is significantly longer. Go ahead and write down the IPv4 address as you can see above. It'll start with something like 192.168. Blah 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 blah. Alright, once you have this number written down, you can close the window. Now, for our next step, open up your internet browser. This can be Google Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Internet Explorer. Those will work just fine. In the address bar, enter minecraft.net. Once you've landed on the home page, go down to this image and click Download. You'll then be taken to the Downloads page. From here, scroll down to the section titled Multiplayer Beta Server Software and click the first link, minecraftserver.exe. Save the file to your desktop or any other desired location. It doesn't really matter. Once the file is fully downloaded, create a folder on your desktop entitled Minecraft Server. Once created, open up the file and drop the file that you just downloaded inside that folder. Once again, this file is called minecraftserver.exe. Once you've done this, you can close the folder with the file inside. We're nearly done. Only 2 more steps are left in the process of creating your server. However, this next step can be a bit tricky for most folks, but it's not difficult. Just pay attention to the steps that I show you and you should have no problem. Whenever you have a multiplayer game that uses an internet connection, like Minecraft, you have to run the game through what's called a port, which is basically just an access road through your router and onto the internet. Minecraft uses one port numbered 25565. That's the entire number. All you have to do is make sure that this port number is open for Minecraft to use, which can be done in less than a minute through your wireless router. This process is called port forwarding. To do this, open up your internet browser again. Now, before I go any further, this process applies to everyone on a wireless router, but not every brand of router is exactly the same. For example, I'm using a Linksys router. I can make changes to this router by using the address 192.168.1.1. However, this is different for different brands of routers, such as Belkin or Netgear. If you don't have a Linksys router, maybe a Belkin or Netgear router, don't worry. Just Google how to port forward on Belkin or Netgear router to find out how to do this next step. I'll include a link in the description on port forwarding for both of these routers, in case you are completely lost. The process I'm about to show you is pretty much the exact same on all routers, but you have to enter a different number to access them. So let's continue. Once you've entered your router through the internet browser, you'll have a ton of options on screen. What you want to look for is port forwarding, usually listed by itself on the front page or under Applications and Gaming, which mine is. So we'll click that tab. The tab we want is port range forwarding, so we're going to click on that. Once you've gotten to the port forwarding page, you need to enter these options. Enter the start and end port as 25565. You'll enter that number for both the start and the end port boxes. Make sure the protocol tab is selected as both, or UDP and TCP, and that the IP address is the number you wrote down earlier, which you found through the command console. Then click the Enable checkbox and click Save Settings or Submit. Once again, have 25565 in your starting and ending ports, have the option both under the Protocol tab, and for the IP address, make sure it matches the number you wrote down earlier. Once all this is checked, click Save Settings or Submit, whichever applies to your router. After it says it's saved successfully, close your browser. Then you can head back to your desktop. Reopen the Minecraft server folder from earlier and open the file you downloaded, once again called minecraftserver.exe. Once this opens, the window will run and generate a few files inside the folder you placed it in. These are necessary, so don't delete them. If you do, the file will regenerate them every time you start it, so just don't delete them. They're necessary files. There should be about 5 or 6 files that generate. This server software is what turns the server on and off. Every time you want to play with your friends, go into this folder and click on the file to open it. It will start up the server and your friends can then join. You don't want to run this all the time because it uses up internet and it uses up physical computer memory, which you don't want to put the strain on your computer 24/7. So only start the server from the folder when you want to play with your friends. Now this last part is very important. Your server is now all set up and you're ready to start playing Minecraft online, but you need a way for your friends to join. Here's what you do. Open your internet browser again and search for IP Chicken. You can do this through Google, Bing, Yahoo, or any other preferred search engine. Click the first link that comes up in the search and a page will pop up. It's ipchicken.com. Write down the numbers you see. This is what's called your external IP address. It's very important that you keep this number secure and only give it to the friends you'll be playing with in Minecraft. Now, all your friends have to do to join your game of Minecraft is to open up Minecraft on their computer, select multiplayer, and enter the IP address that you just got off IP Chicken. This number will not change, and all you have to do is give it to your friends and they can just copy and paste it every time they want to play multiplayer on your server. So to play on your server, they need to have your IP address, which is it's different for everyone. So the number you got off IP Chicken is your specific address, and your friends are going to have to enter that number into multiplayer whenever your server is live so they can jump in and play with you. So whenever your server is running, the IP address can be entered to join that game. Think of it as a password to getting into your server. At this point, you should be all set to play Minecraft online with your friends and host your very own server. Subscribe to this channel to see new videos about changing different options in your servers and generating new worlds to play in. I'll be making more as time goes on. Thanks for watching, and if you could, please hit the like button if this video helped you out and leave a comment as well. If this didn't help you, please ask your questions in the comments below and I'll try to answer them individually.